Hi, it's Debora Wayne, founder of the Biofield Healing Institute. Today's Ask Deborah Anything question comes from Laura, and she's writing to me saying, I have food sensitivities and chemical sensitivities, and I'm also very thin. Due to past experiences, I have felt very rejected, used, and abused. I feel worthless, and many foods seem to affect my sleep, causing nervous tension and fatigue. I feel I'm not fulfilling my potential, and my emotions seem frozen due to past hurts. How can I get help with this? So thank you so much for sending in this really valuable question. I know many people that I work with in my group programs all over the world are suffering with similar issues, and it's impossible to answer this question in one short little YouTube video, but I am going to share with you kind of the crux of this, and also just really want to encourage anyone suffering from similar not to give up hope, because this, believe me, I've been here and personally, and it's a very painful place to be in, and you can easily feel hopeless. But there's reason to have great hope, because there was a time in my life I couldn't eat anything. I mean, nothing. It would all cause my stomach to be upset, or I couldn't digest it. I had severe chemical sensitivity. I was sensitive to everything and everyone. And in fact, when I was young, my mom would say to me, "You're so sensitive. Why are you so sensitive?" And I really was. You would look at me funny, and I would take it personally. And over the years, the past 33 years that I've been working both personally and professionally in the healing arts, and now I've had the experience from my education as well as my own personal journey, there's always emotional reasons and thought habits, thinking habits that contribute to physical pain and sensitivities and dis-ease. And this is why when we try to just go on a food plan, for example, or cut out certain foods, we don't see changes many times. People constantly in my programs telling me they went gluten-free, yeast-free, dairy-free, wheat-free. They're living on air and broccoli, and they're still in pain, or they're not digesting, and they have stomach upset, or all kinds of, a myriad of symptoms. And that was my story too. So these sensitivities and the hurts, you have to look at how these two really do relate. When we grow up in an environment that's painful, where we feel hurt, maybe we're scapegoated, maybe there is abuse or neglect or shaming or a lot of criticism, or alcoholism or drug addiction or sexual abuse, you name it. There could be just a host of reasons where it's an uncomfortable environment. That environment we are soaking in imprints. It causes the foundation of our belief system and our emotions. We're literally living in a soup of emotions and ideas. And so the environment we're soaking in most of the time when we're young, especially before the age of 8 or 9, where the brain doesn't have the ability to say, well, that's not true. That's not going to serve me later in life. That's going to harm me. The brain doesn't have that ability to discern the true from the false at that time. It's like a sponge just taking everything in, especially those emotions. We do become sensitive. We do become sensitive if we're the target of abuse and neglect, or in the case of the person who wrote here, she felt rejected, abused, and neglected and worthless. And whether you're told these things or not, whether you're actually experiencing neglect or abuse or not, you might feel that way. And if you feel that way, it's real for you. If you think that you are worthless, that's real for you. So in that case, you're going to become sensitive. And this is the misunderstanding that I find most people have. They think the physical body, things just show up on their own. Our state of consciousness, which is made up of our thoughts and our emotions, is the precursor to what shows up in the physical. The body tells the story of our life. The body tells the story of our life, and the physical is the last place that anything shows up. Our physical life, not even just the body, it could be your wallet, your relationships, your career, whatever shows up in the physical started out somewhere else, in the subtle, with subtle energy. What do I mean by that? Thoughts and emotions are subtle energy. They begin the entire journey. Our thoughts create emotions. Our emotions release chemicals into the body that literally are talking, having a conversation with certain organs, with our nervous system, our immune system. Our emotions also cause us to make choices. And when we have a certain pattern of thinking, a certain way of thinking and believing, and repeat certain emotional reactions as a result of our thinking, we're going to repeat certain choices that make us attempt to make us feel safe. Those choices become our habits, and our habits become our life. And it's the repetition of these beliefs and emotions that sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly show up in the physical. I have on many occasions had something happen where I became really scared, like really deeply to the core frightened, within no time. Flu-like symptoms, headaches, stomach aches. See, this is where the mysterious pain and illnesses that people find, and they go to the doctor and nothing shows up on a medical test. It's always an indicator there's something emotional going on, and the emotions are always linked to our thoughts. You can't separate this. We are not separate parts. We work together as a beautiful unified whole, but the challenge is that most practitioners don't take you deep enough to the underlying hidden reasons, which come from the belief systems and the emotions that get stuck in the body and that are talking to the organs and the immune and nervous system. So if you want to go deeper, we have to go deeper and learn the tools. And the method that I practice, well, in all my programs, I show people how to go deep and how to find those three exact things. The beliefs and how to find and remove the beliefs that are not serving you, the emotions and how to find and release the emotions that get stuck in the body and that cause you to make certain choices in your life, your relationships, any area of your life. And third, most profound, is using a 21st century tool to speed up, to rapidly bring up and remove and release these hidden roots. And that's called Biofield Healing Immersion. And this is my I can't even say it today, proprietary method that I've been sharing with people since 2006. Thousands and thousands of people now all over the world in over 150 countries. You don't even have to be in person with me to receive it. That's the beauty of it. And so if you'd like to learn more about these three tools and how I help people remove their pain, get their energy back, and get their life back on track so you're not feeling super sensitive to every food, every person, every thought, every look, every voice, and you can really start to get back on track with a peaceful life, a joy-filled life. Get your career, get your travel, whatever it is you want to do, play with your kids, raise a family, like whatever your dream is. It's time to live your dream. So there's a link below to a free, no-cost teleseminar that will give you more information, that helps you understand what I've been sharing here today very briefly, because this is a deep subject. I could talk for hours, literally. So you want to hear that teleseminar where I go into the explanation of energy and how the subtle creates the physical and how everything is energy and why that's important. that's on that MP3 below, which will download to any device. And you will also find there a Biofield Healing Immersion demonstration session, a short mini session that you can experience for yourself. And many people from a short little demo, like you'll see below, become pain-free, have huge awarenesses that they never realized before, connect the dots to their pain and symptoms, and release this at the root, and get their life back on track, get their energy back, start to be able to eat foods again and not have a reaction to everything they put in their mouth or every person that they encounter. So I'd love to help you. Check out that link below, send me an email, go to my website, thebiofieldhealinginstitute.com, and send me your Ask Debora Anything question. And I'd love to help you, take you by the hand and help you along the way. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening, and come back soon. Bye for now.